What's up, YouTubers? This is MACE to go, and I'm here to talk to you quickly about the Bz-222 Pro 110 racing buggy. I think it's developed by Team C, manufacturer, maybe Basher, one of the two. Okay, well, not really to just talk about it, but just to unbox it and mention a few things. So I got this in the sale just about 4 days ago. The kit, this version, the ARR version, is originally somewhere between I'm not remembering, 180, 190, almost 200 US dollars. But because of the sale, I got it for only $50. Imagine that. It was like I couldn't pass it up. I just couldn't pass it up. So I got the Pro version. So there was another version of it before, which I had gotten, and I'm going to show that to you right now. Okay, if you're hearing the noise in the background, that's the air conditioner blowing on me. Okay, but this was the original BSR Bz-222, and I paid about $100 for this. I guess the guy had a sale that I got it from. I got it from a local hobby store in the area where I live. And even though this was a 2S version, this only ran in 2S, I really enjoyed this buggy. But I didn't know much about it when I got into it, and it seems that this car just had a defect whereby the belt, the casing that it was in, some part of it would actually rub on the belt, or the belt was rubbing on it, and then it would cause the belt to burst. And it did happen to me, unfortunately, but it took a while, so I thought maybe, well, mine doesn't have the defect. And I just couldn't find the part. I had bought this car through a Hobby King, and I just couldn't find the belt. It just wasn't in stock. Even up to today, I think. This is, what, 7 months now, and yeah, I haven't been able to have the belt. So this buggy has just been sitting there, and I'm going to take it out a bit for you quickly. Take the camera and show you inside. So yeah, this, I just decided, I had to disassemble the car, disassemble the thing, and I got to find out that it was the belt in me that had gone bad. And then I just decided to, take out some of the parts. Maybe I could use it for later. And I had noticed that they had a kit for it that went on sale, and I said, oh, let me get this kit. Let me get the car back, and then I'll just use this for spare parts, and I'll have another car. The kit was on sale, but they ran out of stock, and now this item has been discontinued. So when they came up with the Pro version, I was like, oh, that is nice. And with the Pro version, it has a couple cool things about it. And there are so many upgrades. For example, let's just look here quickly to the side. I guess it has a better motor, but it's a 17.5 turn motor. If you can see that. See if the camera will focus. Maybe not, but it's a 17.5 motor. The ESC is an 80 amp. I think the last ESC in the other version was only 60 amp. And the ESC can take up to a 10.5 turn motor. Okay, but some of the other cool things about it is that, of course, it still has the aluminum chassis. It has, I think, some alloy parts. It actually has fiber reinforced composite. Okay, I don't know why that isn't focusing, but I'll just read it for you. It has fiber reinforced composite A-arms. Alright, so fiber reinforced composite A-arms. It does has, well, the ESC is a Trackstar. It does has a low profile Trackstar servo, and of course Lexan wing, Lexan body, carbon fiber. Now this is an upgrade. Carbon fiber front and rear shock towers. Of course, it still has the big bore shock towers, but instead of me just showing you on the box, let's go inside and look at the car. Let me take out the car. Okay, let me just go here quickly. Take these out. Help protection of the car. The car didn't come with any tires, which is good, because while the tires weren't all that bad, they weren't all that good. Okay, let me fix this camera here. that I need to put it on an angle. Okay, let's take this back some more. Oh, before we go in the rest of the box, there's some decals and of course instructional manual and what have you. Okay, let's just put this here. Give me a moment. Put this here just to have a background there. Okay, so yeah, let's look at the car. As I said, there are no tires on it. If you look at the previous tires on the last version, the little beads here, the treading, they're quite low, and even though it did feel soft, they are soft and the foam is soft, not very good in terms of with traction, not very good in dirt. Didn't get good traction. Okay, and this time they've given you an unpainted body. Whoops, where did that clip go? Get that later. So this time they have given you an unpainted Lexan body, which I like the body, and I did like the previous paint scheme on the other version, but this is good. I can do a little, you know, experiment with this and get something that I like for the specific design. So yeah, with the car now, as you notice, this is a carbon fiber I guess battery holder thingy, and they've actually given you foam spacers there. If you can see that, foam spacers here. Of course I will change these out. XT60 heads, adapters for the batteries, because all my batteries have the, I think they're called the Deans, the T connectors. Okay, Trackstar low profile servo TSD99X. I don't know all the specs on it yet. I'm sure it's in the manual or somewhere here on the box. As I was mentioning, carbon fiber front and rear shock towers, and the Trackstar 7.5 turn motor. This is censored. I think this is censored. I think the previous version is censored or sensorless. I don't remember. How many turns that one was, I don't remember either, but I think it was a 3000 kV, 3300 kV motor. Okay, and so we have our ESC. I wish it would have been 3S compatible, but I don't have any problem with it just being a 2S. I think this car had a top speed of about 30 miles an hour, which is pretty good. And of course the fiber reinforced, was that what it was? Fiber reinforced? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, fiber reinforced A-arms, so they are a lot stronger. Fiber reinforced A-arms, rear and the front, so they are a lot stronger. Let's take a look at that chassis. So I just love the way this thing looks at the bottom. Alright, so I still need to put this down. I just picked this up yesterday, which was Friday for me, and I'm going to swap out the shocks, since the parts that are new that I can replace, that won't actually be a downgrade to this car. I will swap them out and use the parts from the old car. I might swap out the chassis also. Okay, this chassis is brand new, so I might swap that out and swap out the shocks. Now right out of the box, as you can see, yeah, it does have some oil in it, but it's pretty light. I'm guessing below 40 weight oil. In the previous version I had replaced the oil with, I think, 60 weight or 600, I think it is 60 weight, 600, something like that, CST. And so I'm going to swap the shocks out and just use the shocks from my old car. Okay, the same with the wheels here. I will take those tires off from my old car, and I will use these wheels, and I will buy some new tires, ones that will give me better traction and that will not wear so quickly. Yeah, but it has a little something here, which well, it's the first time I am actually seeing this on an ESC, unless this is, no, it can't be the receiver. I'll have to check the manual to find out exactly what it is. Maybe you know already what that is, but for me, yeah, it's the first time I'm seeing it. As I said, carbon fiber battery cover here thingy. two foam spacers, okay, of two different sizes is actually here. But I'm really liking what I've seen here, and I'm so glad that I was able to catch this on sale. And I was able to get one. There was another vehicle I wanted to get that the price was over $200, a touring car, but by the time I went to the checkout, they were all out of stock, and I was like, darn it, man. You know, I really wanted that car because I have so many other bodies that I want to put there, and I have a new system that I haven't used yet that I wanted to put it in. All right, and for $50, I mean, you can't beat that. And this also for $50, I mean, you just need to swap on some tires, paint your body, and I already have another transmitter there, you know, and I can always buy I have a Fly Sky transmitter. I could just buy a receiver, another receiver, which is like, I think $7-8, and then I can program it and have it in one of the model numbers, because that remote can take up to 10 models, so you can bind it to 10 receivers. So I mean, one controller can do the whole job for me. All right, so I have multiple ways to actually have a transmitter for this vehicle. I have a Trackstar transmitter with receiver, and I also have the Fly Sky one that I can use multiple receivers and have multiple models inputted into that transmitter. So yeah, I can't wait to paint this Lexan body. Okay, this was the old Lexan wing. I might just, you know, after I paint the body, I might just go back to the old body, because it's still in pretty good condition. As you can see, I haven't removed the protective film off this one as yet, so there's not a lot of scratches on there. You know, that's just the film that you're seeing. So I might go ahead and use this old body or until this is no good no more, or paint this a wicked color, put a wicked paint scheme, a cool paint scheme on it, and then add this on. But I can't wait to actually use this vehicle. It does come with some spares here. This is actually this here on the motor, and so some screws and some caps. Is it? These are for the bottom of the shocks. I think they are. You know, where you put the attach and have the springs set on them. Yeah. So, and then of course the decals. This time they are actually black and silver. All right. So I guess just to differentiate that this is the Pro version. All right. So there you have it. I got it for $50. This was like only quarter of the actual price, and I am looking forward to get this baby up and running. It would have been nice if it was 3S, but I mean, with the upgrades that it has here, and of course these there's even more aluminum parts here, alloy parts in there at the wheel. I don't remember those names, but yeah, I am liking aluminum. Yeah, aluminum. It's still the same thing, it's spelled the same way, just pronounced differently depending on where you are. So they have actually addressed the defect a little bit. I almost forgot about this. They have actually addressed the defect of this car a little bit. So, but I'm still going to go to the forums. The belt isn't as tight. I'll still go to the forums though and actually research a little bit on it, because I don't want to have the same problem. It would be such a pity, something so unfortunate to have the same exact thing happen to me, and then I can't use the car again because I can't find the part. Just simply forgot to mention that this vehicle, one of the things they did to address the issue with the belt was that I think it was to allow you to have better adjustment of the spur gear slipper clutch. Alright, and that I think should help a lot. So later on, what I'm going to do is to actually take this cover off and just take a look inside, try to see if I can find some videos, because I really don't want, as I have said before, the same problem to happen with me with the belt. But according to the company, they said they have addressed the issue with the belt. Tomorrow I'll be working on this, and then hopefully I'll get to go to the store, the hobby store near me, and get some nice good quality tires for this vehicle. and then later on I'll get some running videos up. But this has been MACE to Go. I hope you like this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, whatever it is you want to do. If you have even some knowledge or input to give me, please free to go ahead. Thank you so much for listening and watching this video.